Okay, let's finish this. With my bulletproof skill, this will be easy. Shouldn't be more than an hour left at this point, I hope. And hopefully the achievement does unlock. Okay, so I played it. And okay, so yesterday I played it, did most of it, then did a lot more at the end of the day after the stream. And now I'm just about able to finish the game. It just took a bit longer than I thought because getting the right setup was not as easy as I thought it was going to be. I'm stubborn, not brave. And I'm willing to adventure until I find the right setup for stuff. Yeah, I'm most of the ID. I have most of the ID library. I'm also in that 1,000 game category, so I get it completely. Your puny guns can't even hurt me, let alone hit me with the Pierce. Believe me, when they allow international gifting, you will get that game. I'll gift that game to you when that happens. Oh, it wasn't that bad. Oh, did he? I mean, I thought it was a lame joke, let's be honest. Man, if I didn't have bulletproof as my skill right now, this would just be painful. Okay, good night. Thanks for stopping by. Shouldn't be too much longer. To say it was going to take an hour was probably a bit of an over-exaggeration. Yo, Carter. Yeah, just look at this, Carter. See? They shoot and they don't hurt. Okay, that hurts though. You're missing one? Crap. See, I'm missing one as well right now. And it's right here. There's all 50. I was smart. I saved my last one for that one. Just in case. This is different. Well, this isn't different. This is actually how the end boss goes if you have all 50 on your first trip. It's not actually a fight. There's one achievement. Stick with it. Complete the second tower climb. Please tell me I get 100%. No. What did I miss? Maybe it pops after. Let's hope. Stick a fork in it. Beat the game with 100% completion. Third? Somebody beat me to it? Oh. Otakon beat me? Darn. If I didn't go to dinner, I might have gotten second. And actually, it looks like who's really close? Shadow's close. What did Shadow not do? Wait. How did Shadow not get quit moving the art sticks? Unless my interpretation of getting 100%'s wrong. I have no idea then. So here's the running. No, did Otakon really rate it that high? That just seems a little excessive. Okay, so let's give some honest thoughts here. And Carter, you missed some of my play of this, so you missed my huge explanation of what's going on, or why I did what I did for this. So, Carter, have you started a second climb yet? Okay, so here's my single climb. So yeah, here's my single climb file. I used TrueAchievements. TrueAchievements has 200% attack, can see secrets, and shows a speed run counter. I knocked this run out of the park. Like, it was good. Oh, okay. Thanks for coming by, Tiger. Even though you can't hear me, I guess. So I knocked this run out of the park. It went well, but as you can see, I only got 90.9% complete, and I thought it was because you have to do the descent to get a full run, or a full 100%. So I tried divine type, but the spikes just kill me. I can't do it with spikes. So this was bad. So then I decided, oh, I'll try again with crystal type. But then I realized, why not just try to beat the game with my original file a second time and collect everybody? The problem was that when I did it, yeah, I wasn't good enough. So right now, this file is about where I started tonight for this second stream. So I got to here, and unfortunately every time I would die. Because these sniper guys' bullets are just so dangerous, apparently. So like, I wasn't gonna get it. So I said, screw it, and then I looked at the starting a new file. So I went through all the types, and I was going to start a brand new run with rock type, because I saw 400% defense, and I thought that was a good way to go. But I decided I would check to see every other character available, to see if there was any others good. And what I found was dense type. So dense only skill attribute is bulletproof. Nothing else. No increases in attacks, defense, anything. So your first run with this character will be a normal run. You'll have to do the whole game normal. But you can collect everything except for like one character and get to the top and then do the fall. But when you start the second run, it's a joke. Because every gun enemy, they can only hurt you by touching you. So if you never touch the enemies, you're fine because their guns don't do anything. So if I was going to recommend like how to do this game, you beat the game, collect dense type. As soon as you get dense type, quit out. Okay, so Olkesh, you're right. Divine type is bulletproof, but and it's not even that he's at the end. It's, you know what, let me show you in the file. So this is divine type with 400% defense, 400% everything. But the big problem with divine type is the speed. And the spikes aren't actually a good thing. So, unless you're really good at dodging spikes, because like, here's good. So as you can see, I'm still taking damage from spikes. But because they're not instant death, what happens instead is now, right, as Carter is saying, if I take a death with divine type due to spikes, it's a reset. So now I'm back to where I just started. And so the 400% attack is great. The 400% defense is great. 200% speed is terrible. Bulletproof's awesome. Secrets is cool. Speedrun counter, fine. But the surviving spike touches combined with 200% speed is really rough. If I was going to do a run just to get all the secrets and learn where they are, I would use crystal type. I mean, the hard part is like, I don't know which one you're missing, but you're going to have to do a whole nother run anyway, because you need a run where you get all 50 in the first climb, right? You don't have one of those complete yet. So the achievement I'm talking about specifically, yeah. So like you need the, which achievement am I thinking of? Give it some stick, beat the game in one tower climb. You're gonna have to get all 50 on a way up one time. What I would say is start over, And either see, my thought is like use StickType to show you where it was, where all 50 are. But that's just me. But as you can see, like my run for my second run thing, I used one without secret showing because I know where all the secrets are now because I did a full run to find all of them. So like for me, it was just do it. You know, I mean, you can watch the VOD from earlier today. The 2-hour VOD actually shows all 50 secrets with a little bit of my own commentary. So, like, if you want to know where they all are during a run, you could watch that. So, if you're going to start a new run, I would say start it with dense type, go from the beginning with dense, collect the first 49 secrets. So like get every secret from there all the way up to where you collect divine type. When you get to divine type, make a save or save the game, quit out, make a copy of it. So I have my 50-person second run climb, and here's my 49 people saved right before the final boss. Do one of them at 49 people and do the second climb, and then use the other file to do your single climb file. So like I could start this one, grab the 50th person, defeat the final boss, and be done again. Like I said, with a walkthrough or with like the knowledge of where every secret is, you could do this in realistically 2.5 runs. The only thing I don't know is how far in dense type is. Because if I knew where dense type was, I would say just play to here and quit. And then restart using the guide. But in total, I've probably put, I put almost 3.5 hours yesterday, another 2.5 today in streaming. So 6 hours of streaming, probably with another 3 or 4. So I probably played this game for about 10 hours, I think. Rough estimate. And that's only because, you know, I focused on finding out the best ways of doing things. So, I don't know. I don't know if that's what you wanted to hear, Carter, but it's what I did. And honestly, like, dense type's probably the best. But I can't manage the speed and the spike damage for divine. If somebody's really good at the game, like truly good at the game, maybe they could. But I'm just not at that level. I barely got through some of the parts with divine that I got through. And believe me, I enjoyed the fact that 400% attack means I clowned the bosses. Test type, let me take a look. Tests. Okay, from a normal run standpoint, the 150% speed kind of scares me, but I haven't done a 50% speed boost to know. So that's iffy. My problem is that on a second climb file, that's the big issue. Is like second climb is just so much harder. And I can't I don't have a file showing you me struggling. But okay, so let me just fall here. And I'll be able to show at least somewhat. Some of the types of stuff that's just painful. I'll keep going backwards. I can't do that. That jumps harder actually now. So there's a lot of screens that have these sniper dudes off screen that just keep on trying to shoot you. And every any enemy with guns is just so terrible. All these enemies are some of the biggest pains. So I mean, these off-screen dudes aren't too bad. As long as you keep moving, they won't ever hit you. But you combine it with the guys who stand still and have a sniper rifle, they're bad. Climbing up these screens without bulletproof on probably would have been painful. So I don't think test type is bad, but I know that I struggled on every gun screen because of the fact that guns are just so overpowered. Yeah. So that's what I did, is that this file, what I did is I actually went and collected, you have to. If you get all 50 during your first run, you can't go on to the second run. The game actually ends if you have 50 when you climb the tower. So here's my, this is my single climb file. So if I resume this fight, or this file, this is 50 on my first playthrough. And I'll beat the boss here, or at least try to. I can't say I'm great at beating this final boss. It is. It is garbage. I have found that if it ever sends out the maze attack, I never can get through the maze. Figures. Yeah. Darn. Okay, finally we can get some damage on you. So this is with crystal type, so it's double damage. So, better than nothing. Ah. Yeah, it's the speed, it's the spikes, I mean, if you're really good at dodging the spikes and don't take extra hits, then yeah, Divine type's probably better. But I'm just not. I took too much damage with spikes. So beating the game again with just base statistics, 100% attack, defense, and speed, that didn't bother me that much. Yeah, I mean, you should. Unfortunately, like, you have to, just from the standpoint of, like, you have to do a single run of this. You have to do a run where you collect everything. Because, like, this is what happens when you get a single run. And it looks almost identical to what you saw at the end of my climb too, but this time it's not with the soldiers' help, it's just because I am amazing and collected 50 people the first time. At this point, you need to clear the tower twice. You're going to need to do a single run and a climb too, so yeah. And in true cat nature, the cat decides to kick the thing off. Forever proving, you know, how kind cats are. Can't do that, Ulkesh. Carter's part of the platform gang, and the platform gang has to complete platformers, no matter how bad they are. So as you can see, if you reach the top with all 50 on your first go, you don't do the descent. You don't do any of that stuff. And the descent is worth some of the game, I think, from a percentage standpoint. So 100% I only found came with doing a full double run. And I got everything during that one run climb, and I only got 91.7%. Now, it could be that you need to get all the hint bubbles, but I don't know about that for sure. So that's the one thing I don't know, is whether or not hint bubbles count towards completion percentage. What I aim to get in that 100% run, I mean, you could. If you like Divine type that much, go for it. I mean, as I said, I hate Divine type. Like, I think it's too risky. I'm better without it. I mean, that's the thing, like, there's not a good pick. I'm just going off of what I did just now. Like, being the one who played it blind in the group to get all the information to give you, like, my first run I did as StickType, just a normal stick man. I beat the game and got a few of the types. I started playing as Divine type and got most of the rest of the secrets. But as soon as I realized I couldn't cope with Divine's speed and spike damage, I dropped it and picked Crystal. Crystal fit everything I needed. It was the double attack and the secret vision was all I needed because I felt my base skill was good enough. Do I die a ton? Yes. But I felt comfortable with this. Once I did my single playthrough run with Crystal, I restarted playing with my normal standard type, my standard stick type. But once I started climbing the tower with this one, I realized all the changes that there were between run 1 and run 2. And run 2 being much harder because of all the guns showed me I couldn't beat run 2 with StickType. And that's when I started looking at alternatives. So for me, like, I can see why you might want to stick with Divine. Because of the bulletproof skill, I get it. And the other advantages you get of bonus attack and defense. So, like, as long as you're not taking a ton of damage, you're fine. But for me, because I trust myself with base statistics enough, dense type became my go-to. So I can't, like, give you the best. Like, this is just me having played this game way too much to learn how to do all this stuff. I mean, you can see my five save files. Okay, they're all there. Some of it's me kind of like snooping around trying to find it, but like I know roughly where all 50 are off the top of my head when I enter a room. So but that is all of StickType. My 2.5, 3 hours of today streaming is actually a full guide of the whole game in terms of clearing every room and collecting every secret in a normal playthrough. And me using the cheesiest method possible to beat Climb 2. I might write a walkthrough for this, because technically I do have all the information necessary to do it. But I did tell myself I wouldn't take on another walkthrough until I completed the ones I have on my plate. Because the plate was just a little overfilled, and it's not a good thing for a manager probably to have too many walkthroughs incomplete on their plate. So we're gonna correct that. But this one, I probably should do it. Like, I've really done the time on this to make something decent. And the knowledge is there for me to do something pretty good. So the only thing I really don't know at this point is which one is which. So, like, if I started and I'm not going to start another file. If I started a file, like, I don't know which secret is which. So I can't say, you know, which one is dense type, which one is crystal type, and which one's divine type. Which one's rock or hard or whichever. So that's the only major drawback, is I don't know who is where to say to somebody, play to this point. But I don't think that's too negative of a thing to worry about. Like, I'm not concerned. So, but with that, we are at 40 minutes. So my Sunday bonus is done for this thing. I got this game done. I will say, Carter, I think it's a 2. I know you wanted to argue for a 3 on it, but I think at this point I'm going to call it a 2. I'll take a look at the sheet and maybe I'll consider arguing for a 3, but right now I might call it a 2. I'll have to see what they've considered a 3 in the past and what they've considered a 2 in the past as kind of a basis for my feelings. I'm sure it is. I just don't know where I feel about it right now. It definitely felt easier than some of the games I've played. So I'll have to look at the sheet and see. Let me pull it up. You know what? I'll do this for now because who really cares? Platformers. First, let's put the check mark on StickType. Okay. Okay. Well, you know, it's important to get my check mark off. Okay, let's see. Okay, the threes. 10-second ninja, 1001 spikes. 140 is a 2. 20XX is a 3. 88 heroes is a 2. Boy and his blob is a 2. Hat in time is a 2. Let me see, like, some of the threes. Axiom Verge is a 3? That's got to be just because of time. Cluster Truck was a 3. Huh. You know what? Because I'm looking at the sheet. There we go. I just wanted to re-enable chat because I'm looking at my laptop as I'm trying to do this, and I disabled chat from being visible. Cuphead was a 3. Deadcore was a 3. Yeah, I can't say it's one or the other too quickly. Like the games that we're comparing it to that I can think of, okay, Gear Gauntlet's rated right now as a 3. I didn't find Gear Gauntlet hard overall. So I'd say it's close to Gear Gauntlet, but that might be because Gear Gauntlet's too high right now. And they're saying Goner is a 3. Let's see, what did they put Jump Jet as? Jump Jet's a 2. Like, that's the hard part. I don't know. It's a 2 or a 3. It's definitely not outside of that. I could see either being the case. Yeah, I can't make an argument either way. It would have to be... Yeah. I mean, if they put it as a 2 already, I think it would be hard to get it out of the 2 range. I don't have a problem with it being called a 2. I don't think it's that hard. And I think with a decent walkthrough, it's quicker than it should be. Like I said, I play the game for probably 10 hours, 8 to 10 hours for myself. And that's blind. I think if I had played it with a path and a goal in mind, it probably would have been half that. So, but that's just me. My, unknown, untested opinion on this. But yep, that is the end of StickType. Completion number 401 for now, at least until some game gets DLC. But I am back to having more games completed than started for this month, and that was the goal. So we're going to try to keep that. So, but thank you all for stopping by for this second little piece. A lot more talking than actual gameplay. I hope you all enjoyed me playing StickType for the last 2 days. Not the worst. There were many crummy, crappy elements to this game, but it wasn't... I didn't think it was worse than Alteric. It's definitely not worse than some of the other stuff I've played, and some of the worst stuff I've played on this channel. So we'll see when we top some of those ones. But thank you all for watching again, and I'll see everybody hopefully next week.